I've heard that there was like a Riesling group for
Mm-hmm.
the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still around?
Um, so the Riesling group, meaning the exchange of fruit that we
Well,
did,
no,
or just
like it's
the
like
lovers of Riesling?
the lovers of Riesling would kind of get
Mm-hmm.
together and kind of help one another out,
Mm-hmm.
for Oregon Riesling and everything, and just like
That hasn't happened for a while. I feel like the smaller groups that used to exist in that capacity, similar to the Riesling group, there was a group called ORCA, which is Oregon Chardonnay Alliance, and so a bunch of people would get together and talk about Chardonnay as well, and that slowly evolved and has since disappeared. I don't know if these. I think these groups kind of fell by the wayside, perhaps, or got overshadowed by everybody's day to day busyness as the valley expanded and gained a lot more interest in new wineries in the past probably like 6 or 7 years, I would say.
makes sense.
So that group hasn't been together for a long time, but we did used to trade some fruit with Brooks and
Mhm.
with Trisatum and do like a little 3 by 3, 3 vineyards and 3 winemakers, and so it ended up being like a 9 pack of wine that we had made from each other's fruit, which was really cool. A land versus hand type of experiment. Again, with the experimentation being important. That was really really fun, and we haven't done that for since I left Chehalem either. So probably 2017 was the last vintage of that. I would love to start doing more of these things as I have a little bit more time. Having a 1 year old might not be the best time to try to tackle something like that, but maybe in a couple years when
Right.
he's a little bit more independent and on a normal schedule, we can start to branch out and do more collaborative things like that. But the collaboration that these groups brought and the shared knowledge that people had from participating in these tastings and sharing information with one another is something that I think is pretty unique to Oregon and something that I hope lasts forever. I think that's the one thing about the Oregon wine industry that I hope never changes, even as we do get bigger, have, foreign entities coming in and buying properties. And I think those are all great things as long as the collaborative nature remains in Oregon.
It may, I hope so too.
Yeah.
And I think that there will always be an undertone
Mm-hmm.
of that collaboration, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
You just might have to look a little bit more
Yep. Yep.
for it.
And there are always going to be I have a women winemaker group that I'm part of that we get together as often as we can. It's maybe we try for once a month and maybe we get every other month or so. And obviously during COVID it kind of slowed down a little bit, but we're still active and we got together right around the holidays, and
That's great.
it's a great place to bounce ideas off of one another, and there are 7 of us.